What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the SBA EIDL Senate hearing recap. It is Thursday, June the 11th, 2020. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. And if you are new to this channel, you're going to want to subscribe and hit that bell. All right, it is an effing beautiful day here just outside of Atlanta. I'm standing on the pitcher's mound of this beautiful ballpark where there's going to be a game about an hour from now. I used to be a pitcher through college. Football was my main sport, quarterback, converted to defense, St. Lawrence University, graduated in '92, played sports my whole life, and it's so cool to see the kids get back into the swing of something called the new normal. But I wanted to take 5 or 6 minutes of your day to give you a quick recap of what I saw yesterday. We had an epic day. I did 4 videos. I'm absolutely exhausted. I was up until 4 o'clock in the morning because I've watched the hearing, which is 2 hours long, 3 times. And even though I'm running on fumes at the moment, I'm more convinced than ever that you're going to get your $10,000 EIDL grant in full. I'm more convinced than ever that the $150,000 limit is going away to at least $1 million, maybe $2 million starting next week. I'm more convinced than ever that if you have 10 employees or less, you're a minority-owned business, or you've been in trouble with the law, as we saw with the Cory Booker segment when he almost passed out and fell out of his chair. You have to see that segment. They virtually wiped out the penalty for those that have a serious criminal record, or at a minimum, they're going to take it down to a year. So if you committed a crime 5, 6, 10 years ago, it's no longer going to be held against you. You've reformed your life. You've got a small business that needs help. And according to what I saw yesterday, help is on the way. The only thing to my haters, and you've seen a few of them, is she didn't come out and say you're getting 10 grand of the SBA EIDL grant. I get it. I hear you loud and clear. So keep the cards and letters coming. But let me tell you why I think she didn't say that. She's under enormous pressure. If you watch the whole thing around the Planned Parenthood thing, and I'm not going into the political weeds, she's in legal jeopardy at this point. If she doesn't start honoring the CARES Act as it was written, and what you need to keep in mind, folks, is that hearing was not only jacked up with Republican senators, but Republican and Democrat senators who wrote the law known as the CARES Act. They far outrank the head of the SBA. They pretty much told her in writing for 2 months, including Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, you must honor the law as written. We didn't give you authorization to say 1,000 per employee. That was called out yesterday. We didn't give you authorization to lower the limits from 2 million to 150,000. That was called out yesterday. Now, you not only have the letters from both parties, but you got her on camera in front of the entire nation to see, including the potential legal jeopardy she's in with respect to Planned Parenthood. Folks, she's no dummy. She knows they need to speed it up. They need to get those 65,000 reconsiderations that are in the queue done by the end of June, and she said she would. And so much more happened yesterday. How about the site reopening to everyone next week? That's a massive victory. A lot of you, including myself, already got your grant and already got your loan. I don't have to be here, folks. I'm not running commercials. There's no money in this for me. I don't have to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning answering 500 comments on every single video. I do that because I love small business owners. I'm one myself. The big corporations of the world, they don't need Jason's help. You do. And I'm not going to stop, if you haven't figured that out already, until every one of you gets the $10,000 of SBA EIDL grant in full and as much loan money as you possibly want and or need. And by the way, she clarified also yesterday that you're supposed to use 6 months worth of expenses, not 3. So I'm actually considering doing a reconsideration myself, asking for more money. So I've gotten a lot of questions in the last 24 hours. What about me if I was denied? 98% of the denials were from a computer. The SBA's already admitted that. These letters that went out this past week that are earmarked from the middle of April, that's a computer that denied you for a variety of reasons. Could be a misspelled name. Could be, a routing number that's off, or you didn't have sufficient economic injury. That means, as she addressed yesterday, you didn't document your expenses properly. And it's way more beneficial now than we thought it was going to be. So I'm going to do a video early next week in addition to my address to Senators Rubio and Cruz, which will go to everyone that was present at the hearing yesterday, on Monday or Tuesday. So if you've been denied for whatever reason, pay attention to that video. If you're like me and you already got money and you think, gee, I might want to get some more, because it is very cheap money at 3.75, and you don't have to make a payment with no prepayment penalty for an entire year, then you're going to want to stick around for that. So in closing, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting so close to what everyone watching this channel has been supporting all along. And some people, the Debbie Downers, are going to look for the one thing. We didn't get the $10,000. Okay, but are we closer now than we were 10 days ago or 2 months ago? Yeah. The folks that wrote the law, the senators, Democrat and Republican, that wrote the CARES Act in that committee, told her you had no authorization to do $1,000 per employee. You had no authorization to lower the limit from $2 million to $150,000. You have no authorization to do what you did with Planned Parenthood. And if you don't start taking care of employers that have 10 employees or less, that are minority owned and have been in trouble with the law, then your ass is going to be in trouble.